Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be participating in the metagame challenge. It's a best of 3 format and the requirements are quite harsh. It looks like you can only have one loss and let's see how far we can get, but I'm I'm skeptical about it, but let's jump into it. I will pay the 2000. I wasn't sure what deck to go for this challenge today, but I picked this particular deck right here. Let's submit that right away. This is currently the number 2 deck in the best of 3 metagame. It is mono red as expected. Mono red is quite strong right now, so let's give this a whirl and see if we can actually get a decent win rate with this particular deck right here. And let's go back to the metagame. So yeah, let's just start right away, and maybe I will lose in the first game. Maybe I will make it through to game 2 or 3. With the way the event is set up, everything is kind of stacked against you because a single loss and you're out of the game already. So yeah, I'm not sure about it. Let's play first. That's good at least. This hand, however, not the greatest. I have to mulligan this, unfortunately. This looks better. And what do I drop? Probably a Rimrock Knight. So let's put the Rimrock Knight back into the deck and place the land. Would have been nice if we had a 1-drop earlier, but unfortunately we didn't find one. Okay, so there's a 1-drop. I think I'll do it like this. I will buff the Fervent Champion with the Rimrock Knight and attack him for 3. And it's not looking great because we only have 1 creature on the board now and it's already going to turn 3. But maybe I can turn it around. The opponent is playing a Rakdos deck, so let's see, do they have the oven? They must have the oven, right? Why would you waste a claim the firstborn otherwise? Then again, they could have light up the stage depending on... Village Rights also good, also good. Come on. Land? That's not land, but at least we get to take something off the top of their deck. And we got the Village Right, so that's also neat. See what the opponent plays next. Priest of the Forgotten Gods can be stumped, so that's not a big deal. And an Archfiend's Vessel. Let's stump that priest now before it gets out of hand. I could have attacked, and maybe if they double blocked, I could have stumped the priest, but oh well, it's fine. The opponent decides to block there. That's kind of favorable for us. There is a chance that they have that card that brings stuff back from the graveyard. I forgot the name already. The 3-mana one that allows you to get stuff up to 3 CMC from the graveyard to the battlefield. Cauldron Familiar. And another Cauldron Familiar. Finally find a land there. I'm thinking, yeah, because if I put the Bonecrusher Giant down and I do find a land next turn, it's kind of favorable. I will attack him with the Rob of the Rich. I am fine trading 2 for 1 here. Having this Village Rights there might even... Okay, so they do not trade 2 Cauldron Familiars. Did they even sacrifice one? Okay, so as for hoping for a land. If we get a land, we probably are going to win this particular game right there. Unless, of course, they have another claim the firstborn to claim the giant once it's equipped with the Embercleave, but if not, we should be good. Maybe since there is a chance of them claiming the first one on the Bonecrusher Giant, if we do draw land, it might be an idea to put the Torbran onto the field first. Well, we didn't find the land, so it didn't really matter. But let's go with the Robber of the Rich then. Attack in, yeah. Block there, that's fine. Should I sacrifice one of the robbers here just to be able to make sure I get a land? I'm gonna sacrifice one of the robbers because it's really getting too dangerous here. If they get a combo off with a Mayhem Devil and stuff like that, then we are in a lot of trouble, so I will sacrifice one of the robbers just to try and find a land. Oh, still no land. Oh no. How deep in it? And again, no land. Oh, wow. But at least if the opponent doesn't combo off the next turn, we should be able to win with the Anax and the Embercleave, but this wasn't great. This was quite humiliating when it came to not drawing lands. How many now? Well, 14 cards deep, so 7 draws in a row. No, well, we started with a 2-lander, so technically we got 1 land at least, but yeah, unless they have a string of things that they pull together, I think it's a win for us here. And there's the land. Way too late though. I will put the Fervent Champion down. I will attack in with everything. I will give them an opportunity to block. Yeah, they're probably blocking the Anax anyways. So let's Embercleave. I don't think their deck runs any single target removal, so we should be good to go with the Anax right here having the sword. And they scoop it, so we won game 1, but now it's sideboarding time. So what do we go for here? Redcap Melee is necessary for the Mayhem Devil, so is the Lava Coil. The other ones I am not too sure about. The Tibalt could be great to have as a means of putting cheap creatures onto the battlefield so that the Priest of Forgotten Gods is less efficient, but I don't really believe in that card too much. Let's go down Scorch Spitter. I think Grim Initiate is really good against... then again, they could claim the first one on it. Let's get rid of the Grim Initiates then. The Rimrock Knights can go here, and what else do we got? Maybe one Embercleave can go. 4 is probably a bit overkill against this particular matchup. And I do like the stump. I reduce some Steam-Kin, so go down 1 Steam-Kin, go down 1 Scorch Spitter, and go down 1 Anax maybe? Because if they steal the Anax, it doesn't feel good, right? So let's go with this and see if this is enough to win the game. Depending on what they play, I might even change up things a little bit later on. Oh, we managed to get the first win in this particular game, which is quite good. And let's see, we have Redcap Melee, that's good. I might even use it to get rid of a priest if needed. So let's start with the Scorch Spitter now. let's see what the opponent plays. They put a land onto the field and a Grasp of Darkness onto the Scorch Spitter. That's aggressive, but I'm fine with it. So here comes the Robber of the Rich. Next turn I can put the Anax on the field. Okay, Temple of Malice, Scry, and to the bottom, alright. And Dreadhorde Butcher, that's scary, but do I care about the Butcher right now? If I shock this, I lose my Robber, so maybe I just put the Anax onto the field and keep attacking in. Might be seeing a claim the firstborn into some kind of a sacrifice combo here with the Anax. Let's see. Next turn I do want to keep up the Redcap Melee to kind of deny them resources. If they attack in with the Dreadhorde Butcher, I think I'm gonna block because I do not have an Embercleave in hand right now. They attack in with the Scorpion, alright. I'm still deciding what they want to do. They do attack him with the Butcher. Okay, so I will block here. If they kill the Robber of the Rich, I'm fine with that. What will they kill? What are they gonna kill? Let's see. Because in their mind, they are probably better off killing the Robber of the Rich because that denies me an Embercleave during the coming turn. But the way they did it now is that now if I had an Embercleave I would be able to cast it. They village right the Scorpion, so they put their hand wide open for my Robber of the Rich to come in. Hopefully a Mayhem Devil comes down. Oh. That's a mistake, and that's a really mistake on the opponent's part. Let's Redcap Melee that one and sacrifice the mountain here, and I will go in with both creatures. What they should have done is put the Death Touch on the Dreadhorde Butcher, because that way they could have killed two creatures at once. And now I even get to remove the Dreadhorde Butcher right there. And they are unable to even kill the Robber of the Rich. If they had given this Death Touch, they would have been able to get rid of the Robber, but the way they played that was a bit bad, and that might have cost them the game. I think they would have been able to turn around with the call of the Death Dweller. I really need to start remembering this name because, as you know, in the past videos I keep forgetting this particular name right there. I know what it does, I just can't seem to get a grasp of remembering the card itself. Okay, let's put this. So they need to block if they want to deny me the spectacle of the light up the stage. And they do block there. Alright, so we lost the light up the stage. But we are back to the same game state as we were earlier, where I can block the Butcher. Okay then, so they go in with both. I hope for them they have a sacrifice outlet, otherwise they are in trouble. And another village rise. How many did they have? They only played one. I thought they played more village rides. Maybe in the previous game they played more. I will attack in first. I could play this turn, but I think I'm best off stalling one turn to get the Bonecrusher Giant down. Mayhem Devil is good. The thing is, if I play the Bonecrusher Giant here, then I can kind of win next turn with the Embercleave and the Rob of the Rich, but that means that nothing can go wrong. I will put the Bonecrusher Giant down because it's a very low chance, but it's still a reasonable chance that they have another claim the firstborn. Alright then, so can I still win? If they have any kind of... They don't have a sacrifice outlet. I can win if I find a Scorpion off the top of their deck. Come on, please find... Let's... Oh, yeah, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Okay, GG opponent, let's move to game number 3 then. I kind of like the current setup still. I think I'm gonna keep it as is, so let's run this back to them. At least we get to go first now. And we were a little bit unlucky at the end there, but... Let's see if we can turn this around. We have decent removal now, so this game should be a bit more in our favor. We are still low on the lands yet again though, but oh well, what can you do? So what do they play? If they put a Scorpion, Scorpion is not great. So Scorpion kind of puts us dead in our tracks. Let's put the Steam-Kin down now and let's not attack. I want to keep the Lava Coil in case they put a Priest down. Instead, they put a cat down and an oven. And that's it on their part, so... What I could do is to Lava Coil the Scorpion there, but... I'm probably best... if they have a claim the firstborn, we are in trouble, aren't we? I need to annex. I think this is the best game plan here, and just hope that they don't have it. I will attack it with the Steam-Kin. If they want to double block here, it puts them in an unfavorable position with the Witch's Oven. But they don't double block, they just attack once. So next turn we have, if the Steam-Kin survives, we are in a good position because we can remove 2 things, get 2 counters on the Steam-Kin, and still be able to light up the stage in the same turn. I think the opponent made a bit of a mistake with the Witch's Oven there to let their cat die. I'm gonna take advantage of that mistake because now they kind of have to sacrifice the Scorpion if they want the cat back on the field. Maybe they net decked it, I don't know. It doesn't look good for them, I don't know, but I feel like they are not really getting the value they wanted to. So by Lava Coiling this, they need to sacrifice the Scorpion with the Witch's Oven. And because of that, if they want to block with the cat, they are in a situation that they don't have any food left on the field to bring the cat back again. So next turn, when they do play a creature onto the field, they pretty much have to sacrifice it, otherwise they end up... If they don't sacrifice it, they end up not being able to bring the cat back. So let's see what they do. If they block now, it's the best for us. But they are likely not going to do that because of the losing the food token right there. I kind of want to Redcap Melee here, but we are a bit low on lands as it is. They block the Anax, so that means they are going to lose their another creature soon when they have to sacrifice it to the Witch's Oven. They Village Rites, that's fine. Anything that's not on the field is great for us right now. 3 damage to the face, time for light up the stage. Hopefully there's a land on top, because we do need a land. And there's a land, good, good. So I have... Let's do this. This puts another body on the board, and we still have this Redcap Melee right there. It would be great to put the Torbran down next turn and win the game like that, but if needed, if they put the Mayhem Devil down, at least I can Redcap Melee the Mayhem Devil right away. Okay, Call of the Death Dweller, that's fine. And they are really obsessed with putting Death Touch on the Serrated Scorpion. But yeah, let's see, so 1 damage from the cat. Not sure why they gave the Menace token here, because they are going to sacrifice that cat anyways, right? So... do I sacrifice a land here? Probably not. Let's go with the Torbran play. So they can kill one thing with the Scorpion, and at the same time they will be able to block another one with the cat. But I'll go in anyways. In the worst case, these two can get in right here, which will still represent, let's see, 3 plus 5, another 8 damage to them. Okay, so they block there and there. Losing the Anax is not the worst thing, because we do have the Torbran now, which means that we get 2 tokens from the Torbran, from the Anax, which will be able to deal 3 damage each with the Torbran next turn. All this recovery with the Scorpions is a bit annoying though, but not much to do about that, unfortunately. And here comes the cat again. Next turn I will very aggressively use these Redcap Melees because I want to close out the game here. We have been going on quite some time already, so let's see if we can make it work. So Grasp of Darkness onto the Torbran is not optimal at all. It's quite bad actually. Embereth Shieldbreaker, they probably planned to destroy the Embercleave, but that kind of didn't work out for them. But this is a good target for the Redcap Melee since it is a red creature right there. Another land, so let's remove the Shieldbreaker. The opponent does not have any black mana available to them, so they cannot village rights onto the Shieldbreaker either. A Witch's Oven it. Alright then, buddy. I will keep this just for the Mayhem Devil in case it comes down. I will let them block one thing now because we cannot close the game anyways. We are a couple of damage short. Otherwise I would have Redcap Melee the cat and kind of make the game plan a bit worse. But let's see, so they can bring back the cat now. If a Mayhem Devil comes down now, it's no big deal. There is the Mayhem Devil. I wait a second for them to make another move. Oh, why didn't I get the choice to use this? Oh well, let's do this now. It's a red target, so we do not need to sacrifice a mountain, which is great. They are going to pick off a couple of things on the field now though, which is fine. As long as we have a big body on the field after all of this, we should be good to go. Drawing into an Embercleave would be great. Maybe finding the second Torbran would also be good. No idea why the opponent is taking so long, judging from their hand and the field. They don't have that many options. They can either sacrifice the cat or not, and they decide to go for the cat oven combo, and they are picking off the 1/1s. That's actually perfect because the 1/1s are not that important to our game plan right now, so we lose the Fervent Champion and the little Satyr guys, but there goes the Mayhem Devil. Let's see what their last card in hand is. Do they have something to... Alright, so we are forcing them to block with the cat. And I will put this Steam-Kin onto the field just as an extra creature. And let's see what else they have. Do they have it? I think they have a land in hand. They didn't have it, so that's metagame challenge game number 1 right there. Mono Red is surprisingly powerful and best of 3 right now by the looks of it. Alright, we got some XP there, and we already got back half of our investment. Let's jump into the next game and see if we can keep this win streak going a little bit with Mono Red. So here's the next game, and we're up against Fungaroo. Let's see what Fungaroo is playing. And let's see, what is our hand like? This is good. This is really good, isn't it? I think I will put the Scorch Spitter onto the field first, and then next turn do the double Fervent Champion. So here comes the Scorch Spitter. The opponent put down a Plains. Not really. Okay, double Plains. Is this life gain? Let's see what they are up to, and let's start with the double Fervent Champion. I would have loved to put the Light Up the Stage, play this turn to fight some lands off the top, but I think going in with all of these is more important. Okay. Of all the things, I did not expect that. What is this? What am I facing? Is this a weird kind of mono white knight stack? Have I been missing something? Why is this in the meta challenge? Alright then, so what is this? Yeah, I'm fine losing a Fervent Champion here. Feel free to block one opponent. I mean, we have the Torbran for next turn if we can find a land. So we lose one of the Fervent Champions there. Let's light up the stage now. Oh, a Runaway Steam-Kin. I will go with the Steam-Kin, and I was thinking to maybe go for the Torbran because just the 1 damage pain from the Scorch Spitter is 3 damage each. Do they attack in? Ah, they got an attack in. They don't attack in, but we do. I will play the Torbran and I will go in with everything. If they want to double block, they are free to do so. But whatever they block is going to die. And they're down to 4 now, so this doesn't look good for the opponent at all. Worthy Knight, they can put quite a bit of blockers down now, but... Okay, they have a lot of blockers. They are going to lose some of their stuff though. So let's put down Scorch Spitter number 1 and creature number 2 right there. I will attack in with all 3 of these. They need to block every single thing, so they are going to lose at least 1 Worthy Knight. And none of our stuff is going to die. They are very far behind now. I don't think they can make a comeback anymore. Revitalize, okay. What else? And they scoop it. Well, luckily we have something in the sideboard for Mono White. This little guy right there is going to give them a very rough time. They didn't use too much life gain, so the Tibalt probably not too important. If I do see more life gain later on, I might bring it in after that, but let's cut some things. The Rimrock Knights can go down a bit. I guess the Grim Initiate, I don't need all of those, and I need to get rid of 2 more things. Actually, maybe the Anax is good. Should I cut to Rob of the Rich? Three. Let's just go 3 like this. I want to bring the Redcap Melee, but I don't want to sacrifice Mountain, so let's leave that in the sideboard right there. If they start to come off with a bunch of Worthy Knights, it can be quite a bit of a rough time for us though, but oh well. Oh no. Why lands? Why couldn't these be normal mountains? Or at least 1 normal mountain? Yeah, keep that. And what do I go for here? I know this is super greedy, but let's put the land back. Do I hide this for now and go for the Robber of the Ridge first? Let's see, if they put a Worthy Knight down, I will stomp it, and... What do they pick? Fervent Champion. Okay, then opponent. Have it your way. Let's go with the Robber of the Ridge now then, and... I know the Robber doesn't do anything. Actually, I shouldn't have attacked in with the Fervent Champion, but... Venerable Knight, and that's it? Oh no, and now I keep finding champions. Isn't that always the case, right? So let's stomp that knight now so I can go in with the Rob of the Ridge. Yeah, fine with me, opponent. Go ahead, go ahead. And Fervent Champion's not going to be able to block the Ardenvale Technician, I'm afraid, but 2 damage in the sky isn't too bad. It's quite fine. I might even... Do I Lava Coil that thing? Now let's put down the Unchained Berserker down now. This has protection from white, so this will be able to connect every turn going forward. Let's wait a turn. There's no way they're attacking in with that Ardenvale Tactician anyways, because they do want to block the Rob of the Ridge. Mangara comes down. This is the first deck I see the whole season with Mangara in it. I'm glad I have the Lava Coil. I kind of want to see what Mangara does. Actually, I don't even know what it does. What does this even do? Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and the planeswalkers you control draw a card. Alright, so goodbye Mangara, we want nothing to do with you. They could have protection for him, since they Light of Hope, so... If 2 or more of those creatures are attacking, so as long as I'm attacking with one of these, it should be fine then? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, I cannot kill the Mangara, so I'm not gonna try either, and... Bit screwed on the lands, not gonna lie, and yeah, what is the best move here? Do I put Rob of the Ridge down? Or these 2 guys? Let's see. They attack for 7 next turn. Maybe I will keep the Unchained Berserker as a blocker for the Mangara. And I will only go in with the Rob of the Ridge here for 2 damage. Finally a land. If I stall until I have the Torbran on the field, then that's not going to work. Let's do this. I will keep this as a blocker. Let's see what they will block. They block there, so I get to kill the Mangara, hopefully. The 1-2. Mangara is gone, and I will be able to re-equip this to a Fervent Champion. Not gonna do a whole lot, I'm afraid, but it's good enough. We'll put the Rob of the Ridge down and the Scorch Spitter. Next turn I will equip the Embercleave onto the Rob of the Ridge so that I can get rid of that Ardenfield Tactician. But yeah, the deck the opponent is playing is surprisingly good. I might feature this on the channel sometime soon. Down to 3 unless they buff it. I think for the sake of the highest win chance, I will let this through. Okay, down to 2. Not dead yet though. Alright, so I can actually put the Torbran down instead. So let's go with that, and I'll attack in with these two, and I will keep the Rob of the Ridge up as a blocker for the Fervent Champion. So maybe they should have blocked so they could have given the counters onto the Ardenfield Tactician there, but they didn't seem to do that. Oh, I didn't even know this. Yeah, that's game right there. GG opponent, really cool deck they are playing. Let's see if we can snatch the win next game. And let's see, do I want to change anything? I don't think so. I feel my deck is good as it is. This is the thing when you face a deck that you've never faced before, you kind of overlook certain abilities. Because this is a problem I personally have, is like with the lockdown earlier, I completely forgot that that card can tap an opponent's creature because I never face it. So playing janky decks can sometimes be very good if you're up against an opponent that plays kind of by memory a lot of the time. So they are mulliganing quite aggressively, it seems. Selfless Savior comes down. I will go with the Unchained Berserker first. Rubber comes down, and I will start attacking in now. Unless they plan to tap my rubber again, and they do, so that's fine. At least the Unchained Berserker cannot be tapped, and I can still use Light Up the Stage. Lava Coil is nice, so... but I could even go for an Embercleave next turn already. The attack in, I think... can I win with Embercleave this turn? I cannot, so let's go with... let's not waste resources, it's... attacking with both of those, use another Light Up the Stage. The next time we can Embercleave and still put that Berserker down as well. Venerable Knight is cool, and yeah, let's put this down. And the second Berserker. Two things get tapped. This is really good. It's really surprisingly good actually, so let's go in there. I think we won though. I don't think there is a way for them to make a comeback now, especially when we are about to Embercleave next turn. Okay, so attacking with everything, I guess. They cannot block these guys, so this is pretty much game for them. Was a really fun matchup though. I've never seen Mono White Knights in action like that, and it's quite strong. I think Ardenville Tactician is really overlooked. Especially if you need to imagine like something like this can be used against decks like Rakdos Sacrifice as well, where you just tap their priest so they cannot activate it. So, and it can be used defensively against things like Mono Red. They had a good fighting chance. I kind of left this card off in the beginning thinking like, yeah, what are they gonna do with it? But it's surprisingly good, and maybe Mono White Knight should be something I should look into it, and it's likely something I have underestimated in recent times. But yeah, let's move on to game number 3, and let's see if we can keep this meta challenge going a bit longer before we will finally inevitably lose. Waiting for the server now so we can move into the next game. Let's see. We got some gems and a pack. What is this? Elspeth's Nightmare. Alright, there we go. So what do we have so far? We have 1500 gems and a pack, so I pretty much made back my investment now. So let's go on to the next game and see if I can keep this win streak going a bit longer. Need to keep in mind, like, after you've won 2 games, you've already reached at least a 66% win chance. And it's statistically very improbable to keep on winning beyond this point. Let's look. As much as I would like to keep the sand, I cannot justify it. This looks a bit better. Let's keep this. I will put one of the Steam-Kins away, I suppose. Yeah, let's keep this. Put a Steam-Kin away, and let's go in with the Fervent Champion. Attack in for 1 damage. Next turn I can either light up the stage or Steam-Kin. I think putting the Steam-Kin down is more beneficial here. I see in this probably a Timur Reclamation opponent. Oh, that's also quite good. Yeah, I think this wins over the Steam-Kin play. This way I can also light up the stage, which is also quite nice. 4 damage to the opponent. And let's light up. And we found a land and a 1-drop. That's good. The curve is looking really good for us right now. And let's see if the opponent has any answer anytime soon. I want to play this, but I think the Steam-Kin into the Grub Initiate play is more beneficial here. So let's put the Grub Initiate down as well. And again, it could be Simic Flash, right? Maybe it's not Timur Reclamation at all. It might actually be Simic Flash, considering how they bounced one of the Fervent Champions there. But I'm not gonna let that throw me off. So what I can do here is I can put Fervent Champion number 1 down. Yes, Fervent Champion number 2. And I know they might have a counter spell, but just in case they don't, I'm gonna Torbran now. The Mystical Dispute that, but this leaves us with 5 attackers going into the opponent, which is extremely strong in my opinion. And they are down to 5. Can they even survive next turn? So if they put 1 blocker on the field, no, they cannot survive. So let's move to the next game. Do I even... So I have the Lava Coils to remove something. I can get rid of the Rimrock Knight and maybe the Grim Initiates and keep it like this, run it back. Since we will go second now, we will likely lose the second game, but I think as Mono Red we do have a fighting chance going first in the next game, so hopefully we can snatch at least one win in the coming 2 games. Yeah, the opponent is probably going to be putting in some Aether Gusts. That's something we need to keep an eye on, and maybe more creature removal. Simic Flash is not the kind of game I want to be playing, especially with a 0-lander right there. So let's mulligan this. This looks better, let's keep this. Which one should I keep? I kind of want to keep the Lava Coil and just 2 lands, but I think it's too greedy, so let's go with this. Alright, they start by cracking, so usually if an opponent cracks a Fabled Passage on turn 1, it tends to mean that they are a bit short on lands. Here come the Fervent Champions, and do they counter one or not? They could have a Brazen Borrower to bounce something, which is not a big deal. I'm fine with one of these champions being countered here. And they do counter one, so we have 2 attackers left on the field right now. Let's attack first. I don't want to play into a counter spell here. Let's see, yeah, let's attack. They could put a blocker on the field now. Okay, time to end the turn. I'm not gonna play into a counter spell. Growth Spiral, that's fine. So what we could be seeing now, okay, they are missing a green land. Let's try to stomp their face then, see if we can draw out a counter spell here. They do have a counter spell, so maybe I should just Castle Embereth and not play into anything beyond this. Rhineborn Cutthroat, alright. Do they block something? They don't block anything. Since they do not block, and since they only have 1 blue mana available, I'm gonna put the Bonecrusher Giant down now. And do they find a green land, or are they finished here? That pause there tells me they got really mana screwed. They kept the bad hand and they did not make it through. If I attack in here and I buff everything, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Let's do that. I was considering to put the Anax down, but let's go with this. They could flash in another creature here, another Brinebond maybe. Okay, so 5, 6, 7 damage right there. That's fine, that's really fine. So let's buff this like so, so I at least get rid of that Brineborn Cutthroat right there, and I think I'm gonna put the Bonecrusher Giant on the top of my deck. Yeah, let's put it on top. Kill the Brineborn Cutthroat, and next turn we can... Oh, they found the land, so it's time for the... What's it called? The Mystics, and also the... what's the name? What's the wolf called? What's the wolf called? The 4-mana wolf. Oh well, who cares? Just go in. Just go in with the Runaway Steam-Kin here, and let's put the Anax down as well. Aethergast, Resolve, I will decline that, I don't need the Steam-Kin. Anax. They counter that, but this leaves the field open for me to attack in with the Fervent Champion, which is not bad. Love-Struck Beast as a blocker and a human as a blocker, I mean, and a Love-Struck Beast. Let's see, so I have 5 mana available to myself right now, so I think that this is the correct play here. So I chuck them in the face and put down the Scorch Spitter, wait a turn, and if they don't have a way of dealing with the Scorch Spitter, we win here. Okay, so do they have an answer for the Scorch Spitter or not? Raise and borrow, that's fine. No attacks. So put down the Bonecrusher Giant. Put down the Scorch Spitter, likely gets countered here. Or maybe it does not, so again in a position that they need an answer for the Scorch Spitter, but they might not have it. Love-Struck Beast. And what else? Do they have another Aethergast perhaps to put the Scorch Spitter back into the deck? Okay, so they attack in with the Brazen Borrower there. Yeah, I will attack in with everything if I get the chance. Okay, so they have an answer for the Scorch Spitter yet again. But that's fine, that's fine. Let's go in with both of these. Let's see how they block. Yeah, that's game opponent. That's that's not the way you block. They should have double blocked the Bonecrusher Giant with the Love-Struck Beast. There's the Embercleave. GG opponent, and have fun with your Simic Flash deck. I don't like Simic Flash, I really don't like facing it. But we were able to 2-0 them with Mono Red, so that's quite good. And I'm still trying to think what the name of the wolf is. The one that spawns 3/3 wolves at the 2/2 wolves at the end of the turn if they didn't cast the spell. Oh well, doesn't matter, we're not facing Simic Flash anymore, if you know the name. Alright, and it's time to cut the video there, because the metagame challenge was taking a lot longer than I expected, so I will show the rest of the games tomorrow. I kind of cut it somewhere in the middle, so you will have a rough estimate how far I was able to make it in this particular challenge. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, I hope you did too, and tomorrow you will be able to see the rest of the footage. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that red subscribe button under the video hit that thumbs up button, and perhaps even hit that bell icon so you will be updated and get a notification when I put up a new video every single day on this channel. Anyways, that's all for me for today. I hope you liked the footage up until now, and see you tomorrow with the second part. Take care.